Hello, welcome back. My name is Frank. Um, I'm in LA. I'm a film director, producer. Welcome to my channel. In this topic, um, I'm looking at photography, finding your director of photography, finding your DP. That's the subject of this video. I'll be explaining why it's important, how you should do it, and what makes sense to me. There's my experience doing films and being involved in this industry for a while. Now, this is a very important step when you need to create a quality film, when you need to make a quality film. This is a very important step. You can't flake on this step because all the hard work you put in, all the tension, all the drama, the difficulty raising the money, releasing the film, doing press, everything that you do comes down to the product. And the product is a good film. And to make a good film, you need a good DP. You need a good director of photography. Not the title. I mean, someone that's geeked out with cameras, someone that understands light and shade, understands everything, every single nuance there is to understand. I watched them. One of them is Prieto, Roberto Prieto, right? Latino guy, Oscar winning. Like, I think he's done some stuff with Javier Bardem, right? He's done some, he's just go look him up. Javier, his name is Roberto Prieto. Roberto Prieto, bad, right? Um, so you just know who they are. Eventually, you'll know them if you study film. So these guys, and there's Dickerson for Spike Lee also. That is, I've known about him since I was a teenager, right? So this is very important, right? Selecting who this person is or who you choose to be your DP, right? Depends on a lot of factors. Like a good camera guy might be expensive. It might be expensive. It might be proud. It might be, it might have a chip on the shoulder, right? If they know what they're doing, you gotta bait them. You gotta kind of, you know, tease them into helping you work with you because they're gonna be expensive and they're gonna be flexing. So you gotta calm down, right? Because the result they'll give you is much different from a regular DP, right? There's some DPs that are so deep that you gotta slow them down so that your film is not so sophisticated. Because they worry about things you're not concerned about. Remember, as a producer, director, your mind is focused on character, your mind is focused on the money, your mind is focused on budget, your mind is focused on. But one great thing about the DP is he's only focused on the film. It's amazing. You could be dying. The set could be on fire, right? He needs that shot. He needs that shot. It's important to him, like an old man needs therapy, right? You know what I'm saying? He needs that shot like it's the last piece of drop in his body. So it's personal. It's not about you. It's personal for him. They have to be in your first meeting. Your first meeting about shooting this film. And when you're doing playing around with actors, that's fine. But I want your DP to be around when you're rehearsing your actor. Because he needs to rehearse too. A good DP will be around to see your integration of your actors into the script so you can understand how to shoot it. A good DP will be around, will take the script and start working on it before you get on set, months before. That's one person you got to give script to. Once you can afford them and you hire them and you learn, lock them in, give them the script because they got to take notes. They start taking notes way ahead of you, the director. They're in there. They're locked in because they need to be locked in, right? Good camera guy may need storyboards. He might do his own storyboarding and then do different, So here's my take on that. Look for young music directors that shoot almost every day. If you want a DP to make your film, you want a good DP that can work on your film, look for young music directors that shoot almost every day. They're crazy. They shoot 3 minute videos. They shoot it in 15 minutes, right? So they move too fast, but they get the result. Like you could be on the set finishing a music video, and in the next hour it'll be on YouTube. You could look up and you see it on YouTube and whatever. They cut it that fast. These guys don't play around. These hip hop artists, they use some directors that are just crazy, and the DPs they use are insane. So therefore, you can look them up. Go on YouTube, look for these guys. Yeah? They shoot every day. They make videos every day. These guys in the hood, they shoot. They may not have money, but they have money for that music video, and they're going to shoot a lot of it. They're going to shoot a guy that's still trying to come up, a rapper that's unknown. I have 10 music videos. Road dope, fly. Why? Because they work with badass directors. Those DPs are heavy. Find them to make a feature film because they're grounded. They're in the dirt already. They're not scared to get the shot. They're not scared to get the shot. And they'll run. They're young, they're crazy. So the cops come, they run. The camera is protected. Those are the kind of guys you want to work with. It keeps the set edgy. The set gets real edgy because when the set is edgy, people walk faster, right? So remember, good camera guys are expensive and hard to find. So look for young music videos. Like if listen, the actual DPs, guys that study, guys that are filmmakers that actually work in Hollywood as DPs, you can afford them. So leave them alone. Look for music video directors that they shoot all the time. Their camera is still warm. If you call them on Monday, you can book Monday night. They're ready to go. They don't have time to play around. You know, they might be smoking a little weed, but hey, they get on it. They get on it as soon as you call them, they're on deck, right? That's what you need when you're making a film. They'll shoot fast and they'll shoot your film because they're trained to shoot in 3 minute long videos. They're trained to shoot fast. And what you need is to shoot fast because once your scene is ready, your actors are ready, deep dive, shoot it, get out. Because remember, you're on the run. It's guerrilla. You're guerrilla filmmaking. So you have a setup. You know what it is. You're trying to steal it. So these young boys who get in there with a camera, they're locked in, they're ready to go. So they might have to wear a gear or something. Or as soon as they walk into the room, they're shooting already. So they really they do shoot like actually bam bam. Bam. That's how they shoot. So that the cameras are gone, they go in there and shoot fast and get out because they're used to it. They're used to shooting on the streets. So when you bring them to a calm set, they still have that same energy. So find them. Go to Fiverr. Go see. In fact, go to music videos and pick their names out from the credits and call them. Get them on Instagram. Call them. Tell them listen. Come through if you're in the city. If they're in LA, you know wherever they are, just get them. You know, because trust me, they're worth it. It might be hard to book them because they're used to fast money. They're used to sharing quick turnarounds. So you got to book them in advance and pay them so they can get to your set and shoot it. That's my advice. That's if I was doing films today, that's how I would do it, right? So don't spend too much time worrying about the aesthetics. Don't worry so much about things that you can fix in post production, right? That's when you're making a film, you don't have the time to worry about things that can be fixed in production. What I mean I mean like things like color, chromatics, or this, like shades, and just the way scenes look, and just the texture of the scene. All that is not important. You can fix that later. What's important to make sure you get the shot you want. Number one. Number two, the performance is good. In other words, your actors are not trash. Make sure they're doing the right thing so that you don't have to come back and reshoot stuff or use AI to do some stupid stuff. Just make sure you get the scene shot well, right? Be in on the scene. Be in to get the scene done. Because once you can do that, then it saves you so much time in post. Get it right the first time because it's too far off to go. There's too many things that can go wrong. So when you're up there, get it right, get it done. Because everything that will go wrong will go wrong. I'm not sure what Lewis law is. That. It's a Murphy's law. Everything that will go wrong, and it does go wrong. Like you have to be able to. Sometimes when things go off on a set, as a producer, you gotta make decisions real fast, right? And by the way, as you're hiring a DP, make sure you have a second DP on standby because if the first DP doesn't flick, but something happens, like something really happens, then you have somebody else that can cover your film. Because remember, you shouldn't film that's quick pace. You shouldn't film that you might have only 10 days to make your film. So if your DP you've hired cannot deliver for some reason for 2 days or one day, you need to have a replacement DP, director of photography around to help you finish the piece you're trying to get. So make sure you're in conversation with two DPs. At least tell them about your project. Have them be keyed in on the such a matter what you're doing. So when they get called, whether the assistant director or not, but they call to the scene, they're not blank, right? So when you're making a film, part of the thing you should do is have a conversation going on with multiple talented people. There's sometimes you see a guy that's just walking around doing sound, but he can shoot. He can use a camera, he can film. So just be aware of people's talents. As you interview people that are going to be in your film, be aware of their mixed talents and things they can do. So that if you need to move roles around and change things and reshuffle the set, you're fine. You're equipped to do it, right? Also, I want to say something also about women directors of photography. I don't know if you guys know Eva DuVernay. Eva DuVernay, she's a film director. I think she did MLK's film with this guy, my brother. Um, in the MLK. So basically, she is a top director, right? And just be aware of women in your team that are talented, and don't be scared to use them. Put them on the front. Like make that we need more women in the scene because this industry is male driven in some cases. And so every time you get a chance to use a female or a woman, a female director, producer, or writer, pull them in, pull them to the scene, like give them work to do. Like don't worry about their sex or their gender. That nobody cares. They can all do the same thing that men do. On the set, it's all the same, right? There's no sweat. I mean, I'm not saying you gotta go crazy. You gotta respect women, but allow them to participate. There's no male, non-male type thing. Let's keep it clean, keep it open. That's just my take on that. All right. So again, let's recap. Finding the DP is a very important step in filmmaking. Finding a good DP is a very important step in filmmaking, right? So to create a quality film, you must really invest in a good director of photography. Good cameramen are expensive. They hard to find. And so my advice is this: go for young music video directors. Young music video directors that can shoot. They shoot all the time. They film all the time. They used to shoot music videos that are 3 minutes long, and they do shoot for 3 minutes. They don't play it. They shoot many scenes but very fast. They bring them all together, chop them off, it becomes 3 minutes on TV, on YouTube, right? So what I'm saying is, their pace is so fast that it helps you, the filmmaker, achieve results without the fluff, right? So they'll shoot your film fast because they're trained to shoot fast, and uh, don't spend time worrying about what you shot or the aesthetics, right? Many things can be fixed in post production. So worry about getting the shot itself. Don't worry about what it looks like for now. Like it's better to shoot 5 different variations of one scene than to get stuck on the scene wasting time. Right? Just shoot it quick. Shoot what you have. If you're not sure about what you've done, do it again. Like do several takes so you can move on. But get the shots. That's the bottom line. So that when you're post production, you can find the best one and roll with that. All right. Okay. I'm gonna end this right here. My name is Frank, LA director. Welcome to the channel. Keep pushing. Let's get it done. I'm out.